You see the cap with bells. You see the bright colors. You think, here comes the funny man. You are wrong. Look closer. Look at my eyes. I am not a comedian. I am a tragedy on two legs. I am a natural fool. My deformity is my resume. My pain is your entertainment. Welcome to the royal court. I am the Jester, and my life is a joke that no one survives. You were born different. Maybe you were a dwarf. Maybe you have a hunchback. Maybe your mind stayed like a child's while your body grew. In a village, you are a burden. You are useless mouth. So your father takes you to the fair. He doesn't sell grain today. He sells you. Rich nobles walk through the market. They are looking for pets. Not dogs, not monkeys. They want a human pet, a freak. You are bought for 3 copper coins. Your father doesn't look back. You are now property. Your new master is the Jester master. He teaches you the trade. Lesson 1, falling down. You must fall so it looks painful. It is painful. Lesson 2, taking a hit. When the Lord is angry, he will kick you. You must squeal like a pig. If you cry like a man, you get beaten more. If you squeal funny, you get a piece of meat. You learn to amplify your defects. If you limp, you must limp harder. If you stutter, you must stutter louder. You are a caricature of a human being. The great hall. The king is eating. The guests are drunk. You are not at the table. You are under the table with the hunting hounds. The floor is cold stone covered in straw and grease. The dogs growl at you. You fight a mastiff for a chicken bone that the king threw. The guests cheer. Look, the fool is fighting the dog. You win the bone. You gnaw on it. You are hungry. The king pours wine on your head. It stings your eyes. You smile. You shake your bells. You must always smile. Your clothes, the motley, yellow and red, the hood with donkey ears. It is a symbol. It says, I am an animal. You carry a marotte, a stick with a miniature head of yourself. It is your only friend. You talk to it. You kiss it. People think you are crazy. Maybe you are. Or maybe talking to a stick is the only way to stay sane in this asylum. They say the Jester has freedom of speech. You can mock the king. You can tell him the truth when others lie. It is a trap. You make a joke about the queen's lover. The king laughs. You get a gold coin. Next day, you make a joke about the king's bald head. The king is in a bad mood. He doesn't laugh. Silence falls. You see the guard put his hand on the sword. One wrong joke, and your tongue will be cut out, or your teeth smashed in. Your humor is Russian roulette. Sometimes the prince does something bad, but you cannot whip a prince. He is royal blood. So they bring you, the whipping boy. You are tied to a post. The tutor whips you while the prince watches. See, the tutor says, your friend is bleeding because of your mistake. Does the prince care? No. He laughs, and you scream. Your back is a map of their education. You are intelligent. You are trapped in a deformed body, forced to act like an idiot. You see the politics. You see the poison in the wine. You see the betrayals. You know everything, but nobody listens to a fool. You are the smartest person in the room, wearing a donkey hat. The depression is darker than the dungeon. You drink wine until you pass out just to stop the bells from ringing in your ears. You get old. Your joints ache from all the tumbling. You are not funny anymore. What happens to an old pet?
Do they give you a pension? No, they kick you out, literally. You are thrown out of the castle gate. You have no money, no home, no family. You die in a ditch, covered in mud, clutching your marotte. The bells on your hat rust. The king gets a new jester, a younger, uglier one. Today, comedians are rich stars. They stand on stages. But remember the jester, the man who had to break his own dignity to feed himself. He was the original stand-up, but he stood up in hell. Who is next? The ball turret gunner, trapped in a glass bubble under a bomber plane? The galley slave, chained to an oar, drowning with the ship? The rat catcher, hunting disease in the sewers of London? Vote in the comments. The show is over.